My name is Ryan, and I never imagined that walking away silently would hurt more people than any argument ever could. Before we got married, my in-laws called a serious conversation. There was no anger, no drama, just paperwork. They laid it all out. The house they helped my fiancé buy as a wedding gift would never, ever be in my name. They wanted an ironclad prenup, and I didn't fight it. I got my own lawyer, made sure I was protected, and told myself this wasn't about ownership, it was about building a life together. After the wedding, I paid 50% of everything. The mortgage, utilities, groceries, repairs, you name it. It was more than I'd ever paid for rent before, but I truly believed we were investing in us. I'm a welder by trade. I work for weeks straight, then get 2 weeks off. Before I met her, I lived a simple life, Airbnb's all-inclusive resorts, just a suitcase and a backpack. I didn't need much then, and I still don't. But I poured myself into that house, helping turn it into a home. I helped with renovations, upgrades, and furnishing. I remember us buying a high-end sectional sofa. I handed her my half in cash, and she put the whole thing on her credit card to get the points. After that, I figured it wasn't my problem anymore. Or at least, that's what I believed. Then, everything cracked. I found out she was seeing her ex-boyfriend while I was away at work. There was no confusion, no misunderstanding, no "it just happened" excuse. I have a simple rule. I don't compete for attention. I don't negotiate loyalty, and I absolutely do not forgive cheating. So, I didn't scream, I didn't confront her, I didn't beg for answers. The next time I came home from a work rotation, I just stayed at an Airbnb, quietly. I met with a lawyer, filed for divorce, and when my 2 weeks off were over, I went straight back to work. There were no dramatic speeches, no angry social media posts, no grand exits, just my absence, and that's when the panic started. It turns out, she wasn't using the money I gave her responsibly. It wasn't going toward the mortgage or paying down her credit cards. She was spending it on her lifestyle. My money, my contributions, were the silent foundation holding everything up. The moment I stopped sending it, the entire structure collapsed. Suddenly, my phone blew up with messages. From her family, from her friends. Everyone wanted me to help her through this difficult time, but there was nothing left for me there. We had no shared future, no children. We didn't even get the dog I always wanted, because she didn't want the responsibility while I was away. When I finally left for good, I didn't take much. A suit I bought for our wedding, some gym clothes, my dress shoes, that was it. I can live out of a suitcase, I always have. My biggest expense is just parking my truck. Even my own mother thinks I'm being too harsh. She says I'm punishing my ex-wife, that I'm screwing her over. But here's the truth, nobody wants to say out loud, I didn't abandon my wife. And when the respect disappeared, so did I. Some people think strength is staying and fighting through everything. But sometimes, real strength is packing light and walking away without saying a single word. Because silence forces people to sit with the consequences of what they broke. And I'm finally okay letting them do that, without me. Thanks for listening.